All right, second episode in a week. First time that's happened in a while. As expected, the last episode didn't get a ton of views, but it got probably more than I expected, and the few responses I did get were pretty positive, so anybody who commented on that, I appreciate it, and as always, thank you for watching. So you're seeing the next 3-day cycle here, starting with squats with Miss Rachel. And my 1-year-old is just off screen watching Miss Rachel. That's the only way I can get her to sit still while she's out here in the garage with me. Well, kind of still. There's the back of her head. And you'll kind of see me looking over my shoulder there. I almost lost my balance on this first set because I was trying to keep my peripheral on the baby. Don't do that with double your body weight on your back. So that's on me. Still completed the set. I got the first rep and just kind of reset, and then I was okay. But yeah, if you're a dad with a little kid or a mom with a little kid, I'm sure you are at least aware of Miss Rachel. She has saved us many times when we just need to get something done. So, screen time's kind of a big topic with parenting right now, but sometimes we need some help. So we've relied on her and dancing fruit quite a few times. And this ended up being a pretty cool angle for the hamstring curls with the light there. You can really see my hamstring contracting, so that's the goal. And if it's a little bit confusing why I jump back and forth from squat to hamstring curl or bench press to pull-ups in that part, it's because I'm almost always supersetting exercises just to be as efficient as I can with my time. So I just post these in the order that they're recorded. So a lot of the time with squat, I'll do all my warm-up sets and probably my first working set, and that's when I'll start the warm-up sets for hamstring curls. And with bench press and pull-ups, I'm supersetting those a lot. It's the same deal. Do most of my warm-up sets for bench press, and then I start warming up for pull-ups once I'm into my working sets. So for a while, I was doing just this belt squat as opposed to squats and belt squat, barbell squat and belt squat. And now I'm just doing 2 sets of this. Usually, we'll see how volume progresses on this, but just 2 sets following squats. And then on that second set, I did a mechanical drop set into sissy squats. So you'll see that now. This is my last set of belt squat, and then I'll fast forward through my 45 seconds of rest or so, and you'll see my set of 15 sissy squats. That's kind of my standard right now. I'll go for 15 on body weight sissy squats. My typical weekday workouts are happening from 6:30 a.m. to about 7:45 a.m. because then I have to start getting ready. But this is on a weekend, so I was working out later, and that's why the little one was out here with me, because she got up. Not usually up for my weekday workouts, but occasionally that will happen. I had to change diapers in the middle of workouts and stuff like that, but that's okay. I like having her out here with me as long as she's content. This session was actually the day of her birthday party, so I had blown up, using a little machine we have, probably 40 to 50 balloons after my wife had blown up even more than that. And I had somewhat uselessly cleaned off our trampoline. I mean, it made it look great, but it still got black everywhere. So not sure how worth it that time was, but did my best, because we had about 40 guests on this day. Saw at our house, but we had a great time. Scarlett, my daughter, loved it. Didn't necessarily love the gifts any more than the wrapping paper, but that's pretty typical, I think. And this was the next day. You'll see me fail on a set of 3 with 240. I had not slept well at all, had been pretty tired, had not eaten that great, had not really hit my protein goal. So all of those contributed. And I knew I was going to fail this rep, but I went ahead and went for it. That's what those spotter arms are for. So a little snug, but able to roll it down and get out of there. And the way I do this, I work up to what should be a set of 3 and then lower the weight and do 3 sets of 3. And I knew I'd be fine doing 225 for sets of 3, so that's what I did, and that went smoothly. So the next time I'm on my higher weight bench press day, I'm gonna go for 240 for 3 again, unless I'm feeling weird. And I'll just keep doing it until I can comfortably get 3 with 240 and then 3 back off triples with 225. I know the angle here is a little off, but I didn't really want to put in a ton of effort trying to set up over here. I was just trying to get this done. This was another early morning training session. And I've decided I'm only going to film all of the sets of the main exercise. So you'll see all of my bench press sets, but I only got 1 set of pull-ups recorded. Oh, and I forgot to mention the outfit here. This was the outfit I had to match my wife and my daughter for her birthday party. Everything was comfortable, so I slept in it and worked out it in the morning. That's what I usually do. I usually sleep in a t-shirt and shorts, and then in the morning I give myself a little time to have coffee, which is also my pre-workout, and then I come out here, get the lift in, and get ready for work. This will be the last set of bench press here, last triple with 225, and then up next you'll see dips. And so I have these attachable arms for dips. I don't remember what brand they are. I just found the cheapest ones I could find that fit this squat rack. I spent a little more on the squat rack. It is a PRX squat rack that folds in, but with our cars, we're able to fit 2 in the garage even without folding it in, so I never have to do that. So yeah, sets of 8 here. I just use body weight, just really control the eccentric, and then pause. Pretty long pause at the bottom. Get a really good stretch on these. So feel a ton in the chest and quite a bit in the triceps as well. And then after this, you will see the second back exercise I did for this session. What I normally do after a squat day, which is not as taxing on my lower back as deadlift, is a barbell row or a hex bar row. Whereas after deadlift, you'll see something like the lever arm row that I showed in the last video. So this week it was hex bar row. This is, again, just a really cheap hex bar I got, and it only weighs 30 pounds. That's why this is 190 instead of 205. But it's held up for at least 2 years at this point. Occasionally I have to tighten the screws and stuff, but that's pretty normal. And then I just hang it up on the wall over there. And this last one, you'll see my at-home accessory day. So it's just arms, shoulders, and calves on this one. I did not do abs on this particular session, so they'll get thrown in either on my off day or on a different day. Simple barbell curls for biceps. I did 4 sets plus a drop set. And then you'll see me use those TRX style straps with the rings on the end for overhead triceps extensions using my own body weight. So I'll do 4 sets of those, and then a mechanical drop set, which is just me going into a set of close grip push-ups on the floor here. And then for shoulders, I use those straps as well and do a Y raise for lateral delts and posterior delts, so side and back delts. Gets a good bit of each. And then for calves, really simple, just standing calf raises. And I'm holding a 35-pound weight for some of it and doing some of it with just body weight. I don't even remember the exact progression on those that I did on this day, but I'm not super worried about it for calves. I'm just trying to maintain most of my calf size without adding any extra fatigue. So you'll see how I set up calf raises in just a minute. The legs for the bench I have actually have a little place I can put my feet that is the perfect height. So I tend to just do them there and hold one of these plates. So usually a 35-pound plate in one hand, and then I'm bracing with the other hand so I don't lose my balance. And I just control the eccentric. And that works really well. I can set up calf raises with the lever arm, the belt squat, but then I also have to set up blocks for my feet. And it just takes a while to set up, and I don't really feel like I'm getting any more out of those than I would the way I'll set up later in this video. So you're seeing my last set of curls, my last working set, and then you'll see the drops that I do here. Just set it down, take a little bit of weight off, go straight into the drop set. And you'll see the same thing with my last set of triceps extensions into push-ups. There's not a whole lot more to say about the training. As always, if you have questions about it, feel free to comment. I don't get a ton of responses, so it's pretty easy for me to go through and respond to any questions. Again, I appreciate anybody who watched last time, and it's good to know that there are more of us out there, because it's pretty frustrating and disheartening to be in the US right now. I think as a person who cares about other people and values science and evidence and integrity and honesty, those things should all be obvious to all of us, but I guess they're not. But I'm not here to preach. It won't do any good. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe if you liked it, and don't if you didn't. I appreciate it.
Pressure on your soul won't last it a lit. That tugging on your brain will clear survive. Wonder why you're worried, you're alive and well. Soon you can leave your house. There's nothing you can do about the waiting. Nothing you can say out loud, saying show love, tell tales, give trust, take care, make up, break down, work enough, play around. It'll pass, it'll pass, it'll pass, it'll pass. The ringing in your ears won't last, it'll fade to a memory of your fear and wasted thoughts. Things that never happened, you're lost for now. But soon you can leave the house. There's nothing you can do about the waiting. There's nothing you can say out loud, saying show love, tell tales, give trust.